Good evening, everyone. In the last class, we were discussing about the Shaddarshanas. So, out of those Shaddarshanas, we discussed about the Nyaya, Vaiseshika, then we discussed about Sankhya Yoga, and then the Patanjali Darshana. So, the last two Darshanas which we haven't discussed were Purva Mimamsa and Uttara Mimamsa. As we say, the Indian philosophy follows six Darshanas. All the six Darshanas have their unique philosophies. One built on the other, sometimes one intersects with the other. The philosophy may be sometimes the philosophy which we see in one of the stream, it is going to be the same the other stream also. In the same way, if you see the Nyaya and Vaiseshika are paired together, and Sankhya and Patanjali are paired together. In the similar manner, Purva Mimamsa, Uttar Mimamsa are paired together. So the same thing it's been explained here. In Purva Mimamsa, it's more or less similar to the philosophy of the Nyaya Vaiseshika, the first pair, Nyaya Vaiseshika. Whatever we have learned in Nyaya Vaiseshika, same philosophy also applies over here. That means this Purva Mimamsa, which is fifth one of the Shaddarshanas, it emphasizes on the concept of the valid knowledge. So the knowledge which we learned in Nyaya and Vaiseshika is nothing but whether it is a Pramana, Upamana, etc. So whether it is valid or not. So this Purva Mimamsa works on the same principle, concept of valid knowledge. And according to this one, Vedas are eternal and they possess all the knowledge, and religion in the concept of Vedas is nothing but fulfillment of the human duties. Or as a human being, when we are born into this world, according to Vedas, we should follow some duties. We should do our responsibilities. Then, after doing our first one is the Balya Avastha, second one comes the Kaumara Avastha, that is the Grihastha Dharma. Then comes the Aranyaka Avastha, that is the Vruddhashrama. So, when we are going through our entire life, doing our duties, we need to follow the responsibilities, we need to do our responsibilities, and then we should search for the reality that is nothing but the supreme consciousness. And also, this philosophy gives the essence that Vedas follow some dharma. So each and everyone should follow their dharma, and their dharma will lead them. If they are following the dharma, everyone will lead to heaven. If you are following your dharma, whatever it is, as a student, your dharma is to study well. As a parent, your dharma is to take care of your children. As a husband, your dharma is to take care of your wife. And when you are playing the role of a son, you should take care of your parents. So each and every person, so the dharma changes from person to person. So one who follows his dharma according to his rules and according to his situations, then it will lead to heaven after the death. And Purva Mimamsa consists of 16 chapters. And these 16 chapters are known as Adhikaranas, and they accept 6 Pramanas. This Purva Mimamsa is also called as Karma Mimamsa. You should keep this particular term in your mind. Purva Mimamsa. What is Karma Mimamsa is known as means Purva Mimamsa. Or they might also ask, Purva Mimamsa is also known as Karma Mimamsa. So this is a very short note on the Purva Mimamsa. Next, we will move on to Uttara Mimamsa. So now comes the Uttara Mimamsa. Mimamsa, what is mean by Mimamsa? Mimamsa ante Telugulo emantaru అంటే ఒక సందిగ్ధం అంట, మనం ఆలోచిస్తూ ఉన్నాం రైట్ ఆర్ రాంగ్. మీమాంస అంటే ఏమీ లేదు, వెన్ యూఆర్ థింకింగ్ అబౌట్ సంథింగ్ ఆర్ కంటెంప్లేషన్, దాన్ని మీమాంస అని అంటారు. సో డోంట్ గెట్ కన్ఫ్యూజ్డ్. పూర్వం మీమాంస, మీమాంసని పూర్వము అంటే హాఫ్ పార్ట్, ఉత్తరము అంటే హాఫ్ పార్ట్. దీస్ ఆర్ ది 2 parts. So this Uttara Mimamsa is the last of the Vedas. That is why it is known as Vedanta. So this Uttara Mimamsa or Vedanta, it concentrates more on the Upanishad instead of the Brahmanas. That means they concentrate more on the spiritual knowledge, or how to reach, or the way to merge ourselves with the God. So most of the time Uttara Mimamsa deals with to read books, to gain knowledge of spirituality, how to lead our path after doing all our responsibilities. It doesn't deal with rituals or sacrifices or yajnas, which are part of the Grihastha Dharma. So most of the Uttara Mimamsa deals with the later part of our life. That is after 40, 50, when we have done all the responsibilities, what we need to do, how to lead our life is given by the Uttara Mimamsa. And this Uttara Mimamsa, the entire philosophy here, it is divided into again small schools, that is 6 sub-schools. each one has its own contemporary, or each one has its own commentary, each one. So what are these 6 sub-schools which has been discussed in Uttar Mimamsa? Advaita Vedanta, Visishta Advaita Vedanta, Dvaita Vedanta, Dvaita Advaita Vedanta, Shuddha Advaita Vedanta, Achinta Bheda Abheda. Don't get confused. The first one is Advaita. Second one, Visishta Advaita. Third one, Dvaita. Fourth one, a combination, Dvaita Advaita. Fifth one, Shuddha Advaita. Sixth one, Achinta Bheda Abheda. So you don't worry what has been explained in that particular sub-school, but you need to remember who is the founder of this particular sub-school. So Adi Shankaracharya, you might have heard about the great person, or he is the person, Adi Shankaracharya. We also call him as a guru. He is the founder of the Advaita Vedanta philosophy. He says that both the individual Atma and Brahman are the same. So he doesn't differentiate a person with the God. As an individual, we should not separate that God is different and I am different. We both are same. That is, God itself, he thinks that I am Brahman. That is, I am God. Would you ever think to do something bad for the God? So if you think this person, myself, if I think I am a God, there is one other individual, he also feels that he is God. So would you ever think doing something wrong to the God who is standing next to you? No, right? So when you think that God resides in each and every person, you won't do something wrong or something bad to that particular person, whoever it is, whether it is an animal or whether it is a person. So in Advaita Vedanta, Adi Shankaracharya says that the person who knows this, or who identifies that God stays within us, in our heart, he will get the liberation. He will definitely get the moksha. That was propounded by or founded by Shankaracharya. The second one is Vishishta Advaita. It was founded by the sage Ramanujacharya. He says that all diversity, whoever it is, so there may be different persons. Each and every person may think of different gods. He might be praying to different religions, or one might be following Shaiva sect, one might be following Vishnu, one might be following Ishvara, one might be following some other god Shakti. So there are different people who follow different kinds of gods. So different kinds of streams, like ఒకరు విష్ణువునే వైష్ణవులు అంటారు, శైవులు అని అంటారు, ఆ తర్వాత శక్తి అంటే శక్తి పీఠాన్ని పూజించే వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు. అలా డిఫరెంట్ గా ఉన్నా కూడా ఎట్ ది ఎండ్ వి ఆల్ లీడ్ టు moksha, that is, we all are same. So Vishishta Advaita, Visishta, we different. So in Advaita there is only one thing, that is God and ourselves, God and person are same. In Visishta Advaita, though we are different, all will lead to the same. Next comes Dvaita Vedanta. This has been propounded by Madhvacharya, and he considers Brahman and Atman are two different entities. My soul is different, God is different. Okay. So if I want to merge myself, Brahman with the Atman, you need to follow some path. What is that path? Bhakti. So in Dvaita Vedanta, Madhvacharya is saying that I am different, God is different. If I need to find God, you need to follow Bhakti path. You yourself start getting devotion. Devotion in the sense you start praying to God, then you will definitely reach the God, and you know how to reach that one with the help of different types of bhakti. So the concept of bhakti yoga, we will discuss what are the different ways of devotion, how to pray God. The next one is Dvaita Advaita. It was propounded by Nimbarka Acharya. He said that Brahman is the highest reality, the controller of all. So if you see in Visishta Advaita, we say that different people, there are different sects sects in this and SECTS. So there are different people who follow different gods, different principles. All those will lead to the Brahman. So in this one, Dvaita Advaita, he is saying that of course many sects are there. We all follow different sects. So one may say that Vishnu Bhagwan is more, One may say that Shakti Pita is more, that is Mata Parvati is more. One might say that Brahma is the creator, he is having the highest privilege. Whoever is having the highest privilege, there is one person who controls all the three, this Trimurtis, that is the Brahman. He is the highest reality, the controller of all. Okay, so this is the combination of Advaita and Dvaita. Next comes Shuddha Advaita. So if you see here, in those days itself, the philosophies, how they have been developed. First, one concept came into the existence, that was by Adi Shankaracharya. So after reading that, some person comes with his own disciple. Ramanujarya comes with an other philosophy. So these are nothing but, as the students, as the people start reading these philosophies, they started thinking, they started contemplating. They have given all these philosophies. So in a Shuddha Advaita, Vallabhacharya is saying that both God and individual self are the same and not different, almost similar to the Vishishta Advaita. He says that God and individual self are the same. He has not been, they both are not different. But the name they have given as Shuddha Advaita, and the propounder is Vallabhacharya. And the last one is Achinta Bheda Abheda. It was given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he emphasizes that individual self, who is known as the Jivatma, is both different and not different from Brahman. So a little bit complicated theory here. He says that myself is similar to Brahman, but at the same time, this Jivatma is not different from Brahman. Two things he is proposing. Bheda Abheda, he is accepting the authority of the Advaita Vedanta, and at the same time he is conflicting the what was given in the Advaita Vedanta. Bheda Abheda, Bheda means difference. He is differencing it, and at the same time he is accepting the authority. If you want to know more about this, so we need to take at least 2 hours of class for Achinta Bheda Bheda, but don't worry about the entire concept. But always remember who has propounded these philosophies: Advaita, Vishishta Advaita, Dvaita, Dvaita Vedanti. These 2 are not necessary. These 4 are necessary. These 4 are necessary because you might get confused in all this. So this is the end of the philosophies or Shaddarshanas.